Hey guys, what's up? Today, the space industry update was officially released, so we have switched the base over to its normal state, and as you can see, they put skins officially on the temp slots that were not available at the time. So, what you guys saw yesterday was we did a little bit of plastic production. We were trying to get some petroleum going, which I have now done. Only problem I really didn't think of was that I might have a water issue, but we'll see. This biome should cool itself back down, and now we're producing a pretty solid amount of plastic. We have almost 4,000 kilograms. The other thing we're doing is I placed some transit tubes to kind of make the movement to and from not so bad, and I put some down here in case we do work this way. But since we're already down in oil and we are already kind of got this caved in a little bit, I don't really see the need for me to have to tap into this because my water supply is just so good. We have so much water. We're doing really good, and I'm so good on food that I'm actually going to stop harvesting all of my food in the base for now, and we'll just keep an eye on it. Um, Between stuffed berries and mushrooms, we're pretty solid, and yeah, I mean, on that note, the only thing left to do now, oh, and I did change the schedules around. So I did do 3 schedules, and I kind of just moved things around just slightly enough to where I feel as though they should now stagger a little better than before. Yeah, so with that said, we're digging up. Now, I do have some dupes starting to get sick, but again, it's really not that big a deal. They're going to kill us off. Slime lung is actually not too big a problem for us, honestly. 24% cycle. So, yeah, the only thing I might do is I could put a door here. Yeah, I'm gonna put a door here, and this door I'm gonna use to control who can go in and out. Because I'm not using exosuits to dig up through this algae biome or the slime biome, and there's some of you that might be like, well, why wouldn't you do that? I don't really need to. Germs really aren't that bad in this biome to a point where I feel like it's something that's gonna just kill off duplicants. They're not some crazy killer, and I don't really think it's that big a deal personally. So we're just not gonna do it. We're just gonna see where we can go without having to worry about that aspect of it. So with that said, my next moves, guys, we're gonna try to get to space. The only thing I do want to do, and I forgot to put down here, in any sort of capacity, I'm not gonna be able to disable this. Oh, we're gonna have to run that. Okay, it's fine. We're gonna have to run that because I need to get petroleum for my petroleum generator. Something I didn't really think about. Alright. Well, that's going to be a waste of duplicate time for a little while. The only thing I did want to put in here was a couple kilns, and I think I just want to put them somewhere where they won't overheat too bad. Or flood. If flooding could be a potential problem, I don't want flooding to be a problem here. Now, I guess it was brought up to me by somebody in the Discord. Actually, one of the players killed in a dream in our Discord did mention to me. He said, well, you're producing a lot of natural gas with your oil refinery, and I would never actually realize that produced natural gas. Yes, it does. This natural gas that is normally being done from here is typically not enough natural gas for me to have to try to harvest and make natural gas a normal refinement for the process. So it doesn't allow me to draw the necessary power at all times that I would need in order to. Is this 3 tiles? It is. In order to, I guess, in better sense of the terms, like worry about keeping up this natural gas production. So I wouldn't be able to do that so much so. Okay, so this does overload that that a little bit. I got a little too much running. So we've got petroleum, and all this is kind of like my cooling loop. So the only reason I designed all this was to try to keep everything cool. So this is not going to pump if this gets too hot, because I don't want to feed hot liquid back into my machinery. That's not the idea. The one thing I might want to do with this is kind of route this back through pump. We'll worry about that later. We're digging up. So I'm not going to use exosuits just yet until we start to get into a more temperate biome. And this one could be kind of hot. There's another cold biome there. Holy goodness. This is actually kind of crazy, the amount of cold biome that we have available. This seed's pretty crazy. Oh, is that space? That's space. That's regolith. Okay. So we're gonna come up here. What's this here? Is this all igneous rock up here? It looks like space isn't too far away. So we're pretty close. We are pretty close, and that's pretty cool. So this will be my first time getting up there, and I'm kind of excited about that. So who's getting pretty sick? So Stinky's getting sick, so we'll keep Stinky in. We won't allow Stinky to go out. Who else? Gene. Probably all my miners, honestly. And Ruby. Ruby's getting pretty sick, so Ruby will keep you in too. And Rowan. Okay, yeah, so pretty much all my diggers and builders are getting a little germy, and we'll just give them a couple cycles off from being out here in the slime lung zone. This all was slime lung, and slime lung's pretty easy to kill off pending oxygen production and use. So something you can do pretty effectively. We won't actually do all that. We can disinfect all this though. That won't be so bad. We'll see what down here needs to be disinfected. We'll do that. I got a little bit of slime lung in the base, so yeah, we'll definitely need to disinfect all that. I think most of that's going to come off the mushrooms, so that's fine. Gracious gravy. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna have a germ cleaning fiesta in the base. I don't think we're gonna allow anyone out for now, and we'll just clean the base. Well, actually, that's fine. They can go out. It won't be a big deal. Okay, so on those, so I've got some petroleum. This battery's got some. Okay. You know, for now, I'm just gonna disable the building. We'll just stop the plastic for now, since we have our basic transit tube system built up. We've got plastic ladders in the base, and everything seems to be going pretty well there. So let's just try to get some stuff disinfected. Not that I think slime lung's really going to impact the base. I like to keep things clean. All right, so what was I doing here? Okay, but I got some oxygen coming into there, so let's make this at 2K, and we'll keep this here at 1,000. That should help me pump out some more of this oxygen. And how is our oxygen production? Okay, we have a lot of oxygen still going out. Let's see what our temps look like. Temps are looking good. Everything's going pretty good. I mean, for the most part, we can't even use all of our oxygen, so yeah. Yes. stinky. Stinky, stinky, stinky. Well, let's see what your germs are looking like. Okay, so 300. Yeah, so I mean, they'll die off in a couple cycles, and their immune systems will start to restore. What are you doing down here, buddy? Okay. This is all fine. No biggins. I mean, I could technically, I guess, make some medicine. Is it necessary? I don't think it's necessary. But heck, why not? Let's do it. I don't see a reason why not. We'll just put it in here. Since all my builders and stuff are inside, this should be a pretty easy build here. And then we'll just run some wire to it. Alright, and we'll run this a little faster. And this should be going pretty good. Yeah, I mean, I should be able to make medicine without any real sweat, so that's no big deal. Abe. Just disable these. Disable these, please. Okay. Disable these, would you? Oh no. Oh no, I made him take his suit off. That's no bueno. Okay. Well, that's fine. Woo! As we travel down our tube here. I can't believe it did that. Feels pretty bad, man. There we go. Disable everything that's in there. There we go. That should help with that. Okay. So that's all disabled. I took his suit off. Okay. Okay. I guess it'll be fine. We'll get all that figured out. I can always just bring coal up. I think we have 100 tons of coal. So if I needed to, I could make an emergency coal generation system here to help run these if they're out, but let's just let that rock for now and see what's going on. Okay, so I want this to expose this so I can kind of see what this is, because obviously this is space. We know that. And I'm going to need exosuits up here for sure. That's without a doubt. We're gonna need exosuits for sure. Okay, so vitamin chews. Let's just make that continuous. That's fine with me. I don't know if we have anybody that actually would do that. Well, I guess we'll find out here in a minute. Yeah, no harvest is pending. Running on wheels is fine. Okay, we're delivering. We're delivering. Should be putting everything away. This should be dying here. Okay, so our water system's going really well. I've disabled these. No harvest pending, but I'm probably going to be able to turn those off. I have so much fried mushroom that I don't think I actually have to worry about anything, and I have enough to make a ton of omelets. All I want them to do is make some medicines. Someone can make these things, please. Yeah, there we go. I think it's because we don't have anybody that has the care attribute. So our generators are taking a beating right now until I get enough hydrogen reproduced in here, which hasn't been a problem until I started charging everything up so that way we could get it done. Whoa, I don't want those anywhere. I want Drecos in here now. Okay, so we're gonna make sure medicine goes into here too. It does. Perfect. Okay. We'll get some medicine done and we'll get everybody healed back up real quick. Medicine is just gonna speed up the process, so that should be pretty nice. Who sucked down the medicine? We'll just put Stinky in bed right now. And Jean. Try to jump ahead. Or not. It might not be the worst idea, I guess, for us to get some Atmos suits. Okay, so he ate that, so what vitamin supplement? So he's gonna start gaining. Perfect. Okay. So how do I go about this then? Because I'm gonna have to redirect everything they're doing here to put them in suits. Body temperature's down. Must be from the liquid. Yeah, the liquid's not gonna be hot enough. That's fine. Where do I place my next little exosuit system? I'll tell you what. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna build another power plant here, just for our exosuits. So I'll put our coal generator here, and we're gonna put a smart battery here. Connect those with the automation wiring. Put some conductive wiring there. And then this is going to be sedimentary. Station, exosuit checkpoint, and we'll put 3 there. And this one will make an airflow, and we'll put a deodorizer on it. And in order to do that, do I have enough wire to even... No. Yeah? We'll see. We shall see. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get that done, and I think I made extras. I have 3 extra Atmos suits. Okay, cool. I got 9 that go that way, which I can always delete some of those if I need to. No sweat. And we'll just cemetery. Come up this way. Dig this out. Yeah, out of safekeeping, we're gonna do that. Alright, so our dupe systems are going back up now, and let's see, I have 7 vitamin chews on hand, so after they get this one, we will turn this off. Boom. Perfect. Okay, so everybody is going back up. And we got vitamin chews to help us fight this out, so that'll help work that out. Okay. So everybody's going to go to bed and they're going to start feeling a little better. Let's see. What's our base temp up here looking like? It's starting to get a little warm the further we go. Oh, there's that chlorine vent. Could help me out if I just dump chlorine out over here. We could theoretically do that. But do I just want chlorine just flooding over here? Eventually I'll want it to be oxygen because I want to expand into this. I think we're just going to put another deodorizer here. And I can always delete these tiles later, but I'll just put deodorizers here too. The more oxygen you get into a zone, the better off you will be, and the better off you're going to be. It'll take care of that. It's making this unreachable. What makes you unreachable, kind sir? Okay. I know I have one dupe that pretty much just does storage stuff, I think. He supplies too. Now I'm just gonna have him do storage stuff. Storage and tidy. Everybody else pretty much maxed their exosuit engineer jobs, so I moved them back, and I'm actually considering Liam. Yeah, Liam, I'm gonna have you also work on ranching, because I have a lot of pets and I want to make sure they're taken care of, but you can also farm at the same time. But we're not really farming right now, so since I have most of our farming disabled, he's going to primarily focus on helping with the pets, since I have so many of the darn things. Alright, so this is my little plastic Dreco farm, and these, it was also brought up that you could just combine all of these into one room. I do like to give them the bonus because it does help with tame, but the happier they are, the more likely they are to lay eggs. We could probably think about making one mass Dreco room here in the future. I don't think it'll hurt. Let's see, what is we got a lot of algae. I can just turn this on too, per se. It'll be totally fine. Okay, cool. So now I can actually charge hydrogen. It's all done. 7. It's 5s. Okay. So, I mean, in a nutshell, I'm now producing hydrogen, but I need to start pumping said hydrogen, and we are going to start running out of gas. And that's why our oxygen is now dipping, so let's turn this one up to a 7. Come on now, guys. It's like they're trying to end me. Yeah, it's like they're trying to end us. Someone running on that wheel and get us some hydrogen pumping. Oh, I need this to be like 1500 again. That would help. What a bonehead move. What a bonehead move. Feels bad, man. Let's just get that thing pumping so we can keep it going. Okay. Alright, so now our oxygen production's back up. Speaking of oxygen, what I need to do is I'm going to have to draw, because this stuff builds up pretty quick. So I'm going to draw oxygen up to our current build up here. So exosuits. Because, I mean, I overproduce oxygen here. It's not a bad thing. But if I can move it and use it, then I'm going to try to do that. I could even probably try to pump some of that clean oxygen out into here to clean this up. But it's also, again, not like my number one primary focus. So the vitamin chews pretty much just helped me out with our current like little situation. And it kind of fixed all the problems we were about to have with it. So here I'll also put that, and I'll store coal in it as well, because I believe I just have coal laying on the floor because I can't actually store all of it. Coal is one thing we are not shy on, and we have a ton of hatches, and I could probably actually kill my hatches for meat, which I have 40,000 kilocalories of meat, which means it's time for us to cook some barbecue. So I'm actually going to turn off the stuffed berry production. We're going to cook barbecue. And we'll have barbecue on deck. We've still got a ton of fried mushroom, and I'd actually want them to eat through that. So we can definitely do that. We'll get that storage going. Yeah, it's starting to move along now. We're starting to go now. Did I make any iron down here? I did. That's good news. Oh wow, I have a ton of carbon dioxide down here. So we can actually probably just open this door and let this start flooding down here. That's actually not a big deal. We can go digging this out. Dig this, dig this. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. I was letting this come down here because I was hoping to get more slicksters in this zone. So what my idea is going to be, and this could be a bad one, who knows? I'm just gonna free the carbon dioxide. We're gonna let it go free. 20 kilograms of carbon dioxide. Oh my goodness, that is a lot of carbon dioxide, friends. Now, I'm actually curious. What if we did something like this? Dug out here, did this down here, X, and then just got rid of this ladder. Did this. Okay, so if we do that, and then I replace these with tiles, I could just kind of let that water flood out, not worry about that door so bad. We can make this a mesh tile too, actually. And I could just let that water pool up over here and feel pretty content and happy about that. Oh my gosh. I think he's gonna die. Can you deconstruct this now? Okay, who is this? Gene, help him. Gracious have gravy. Whew! My duplicants literally just want to kill each other. I told you, and I told you guys this in the last video, if you did watch all of it. I know they're longer videos and all, but if you guys did watch it, then you'll know that your duplicants, they'll definitely take a chance at trying to kill themselves quite often. Maybe it's just my base. Maybe it's the way I run things. Maybe they don't like the way I do business or something, but you do need to watch out. Them dupes, they're not too kind to themselves. And they definitely do try to off themselves quite frequently, and it can get kind of scary. Okay, so we've got that all dug out. Still no slicksters in this little bunch over here? Really? Just the one little guy, huh? Huh. Oh, there's a slickster up there. So we'll let you come home, bud. Let's actually take this off here. Dig to this. I'll dig that out. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we're refining some metal now. Perfect. I've got a spot for all of that. Perfect. I need to find a way. Maybe I need to rerun this pipe so I hold more petroleum. Or I can connect this. And it'll help me pump petroleum to the generator itself too. As long as I can self-sustain this somehow, and then we'll go actually take a look at our base. No. H. Okay, we're repowered in here. Let's see, we got oxygen everywhere. We're doing good. We're doing good. Deliver. 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 Okay, we're doing, everybody's healthy again. Make sure we're getting built up here. Oh, we'll take this off him now. Since I've disabled these, I can run this confidently. I just need to get this done. Iron. Okay, I'm gonna speed up a little bit. And I guess I'm gonna make this a 9 and this a 9. I have so many things going on for these guys. They're getting all over themselves. Okay. This is literally going to just be over here, just one giant polluted and clean water pit. It's just going to be whatever's coming out of this zone. Okay, so that's one miner. So Jean is done. So let's make him there. Perfect. someone will just prop that door open, then now we might have a problem. Oh shoot, I know why. I need, no, not that. Fix that. And then this actually is going to have to be a liquid bridge. And then I can have a pipe run to it. Yeah, unfortunately, that's what I'm going to have to do there. We can make that all 9s. Okay. Sorry, guys. I'm working on it the best I can, trying to get everything refined. Trying to make sure we're nice and refined. Okay. Okay, cool. The door's open finally. So now I'm just going to get this to flow. And yeah, we'll just try to get these slicksters to come and join us over here. And I'm going to unleash all this carbon dioxide. Oh my gosh. Look at how much carbon dioxide there is. We just might have to mop this for now. There's just so much carbon dioxide. I probably didn't think this one the best way through, but I think we'll be okay. Regardless, once I can get them, it'll feed slicksters. It'll be good. It'll be alright. They'll be okay. Plus, mopping is a really good skill. But now I don't have that water seal, so this petroleum should, or this carbon dioxide should start floating down. And should start making its way down at least, so that's good. So much. So much. Okay. That works. Yeah, there's just an ungracious amount of carbon dioxide. Now, am I not plumbing? Okay. Yep, we started to get warm because of all the metal refining we did. That's fine. We're going to let this area cool back down a little bit. I think the carbon dioxide's a little hot. We'll just disable this for now. Okay, that's fine. We'll just let him do what he's going to do. Let's see what we've got going on here. Okay, so let's turn these up to a 7 so I can get those suits delivered. And sub priority 9 here so we can get that done. And that should help resolve that issue. Good, good. So we got space in our sights. I've got barbecue. They've pretty much eaten through that. I've got a ton of pinch pepper and sleet wheat. So food I can make without having to worry about turning harvesting on would be pinch pepper bread, pepper bread. Pepper bread's good. Soul food is a good buff. It here it is. What's the soul food buff? Hold on, let's see who's got the soul food buff. It does. It removes stress. So if they have stress, it helps remove stress, but it also does take away 2 athletics. So if you're having stress issues, soul food can be a really good food buff to get to your dupes. It should always be set to that. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Now we're building. Now we're cooking. Sorry, we've been working through a lot of minor little things, but I mean, you'll find that in this game quite often that it turns out to be quite a bit of the minor stuff that's always giving you hiccups. And I do have a geyser here, but honestly, man, we've done this without worrying about geysers too bad. We really haven't had to worry about geysers so much. So I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a reason to dig into a geyser, so we probably won't be doing that this anytime here in the upcoming future, because there's just no need to go digging into stuff you don't need to dig into. It's not necessary. There's no reason for us to do so, so we probably just won't for now. Alright, let's see. Okay, so it's starting to cool itself off and it's starting to run again now, so that's good. That's always good. We're doing good. Why are you so slow? Oh, Ruby must be new. And I'm gonna open this up so that carbon dioxide hopefully gets to flow down a little more, a little easier. But the polluted water should be helping keep that cool. Yeah. Alright, note to self, I'm going to have to really consider the carbon dioxide. Well, not really, because they got exosuits, so pressure really doesn't matter. If we're being honest, it's really not that big a deal. Okay. Gracious, sorry guys. So the space industry upgrade's pretty cool. We haven't researched into it yet, but I think we're getting pretty close to getting there, and once we do, I'm going to be able to start training my astronauts, which is going to be pretty awesome. And actually, I think that's where we're going to go. Yeah, we're going to go as far as we can without having to get the celestial detection. So once you get to space and you're going to have to find a way to protect yourself. Now, one of the best ways to do that is with steel and making bunker doors. In order for us to do that, we're going to need some kilns, and we're going to start refining some lime. We're going to have to... Yeah. There's a couple things we've got to do to get ready for that. So where do I want to put... You know what, man? I have so much going on in this little space right here. But does this work? That does work. Let's do it. So we'll just dig this out. That should help us out. Now, the cool thing about the kilns is, if I'm not mistaken, they don't require power. They're like a self-powered kind of mechanism for refining certain things. So you can make ceramics, and you can make refined carbon, which is used to make steel with the refinery. Now, big problem with steel production is a lot of you guys are probably finding that you're not able to refine metal the way that you want to, because for some reason you're having this issue where every time you try to refine something in it, like this shuts off or it overheats. Well, if you're using water in this, the water will turn to steam in its pipes, and you will not be able to refine anything because the pipes are going to continue to burst on you. And as they continue to burst, you're just going to find the bigger load of the issue is that you'll never be able to refine any metals for that reason and that reason alone. Okay, so I don't have any more ice around up here, so I just want to mop all this up and be done with it. So if I... Jesus, how many dupes do I have not doing anything? I should... that's granite. Yeah, I should have no more polluted ice anywhere, so... should take care of that issue. Okay. So we are going to need to make a ton of refined carbon here. I don't know where the clean water came from either. Whatever. Because the goal eventually will be to make steel. And steel is going to require refined carbon. So, no biggins. We'll work on that. I don't know. I hope our whole biome's not like heating up on us. That's fine. I just want to get some of this carbon dioxide out of here too. We might have to figure out a better system for this. I think that this is actually a really poor design now that I'm looking at everything. Not very pleasing. Alright, well, let's take a look at what we got going on up here. Alright, so we're getting some oxygen production. I got the 4 pumps, so that's going. Alright, so all my exosuits are starting to suffer. So in that trade-off, what I can do is I can get rid of this one. I can run this one. This one can run all my base stuff. And this is actually unnecessary, so we'll just get rid of that. Especially if I've got that one there. Yeah. Okay, cool. So I'm going to kind of rework some things and make our base a little more functional and try to get more oxygen fed out to our exosuits, which I think is way more important right now. Yeah, way more important. Okay. Perfect. Alright, so that means that we can keep this train moving up here now without fear. Okay, so we can see up here, so now I can see where the end point is, so we can dig up to that point, but we're not going to go into it yet. Requires steel. Steel has yet to be discovered. Do I research steel here when I get basic rocketry? When do I discover steel? What did I do? Okay, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I did. We got a couple exosuits now up in this region, so we're gonna work on this. We can drop more polluted water, but that's just gonna drop down here, and I don't want that, so. Alright. You know what I could do is I could just get rid of all these floor tiles. It's gonna pool up water down there, but that'll be okay. Because it's gonna allow me to get more of the gases moving where I want them to move. Really wish I knew what was creating this up here. It's so hard to tell sometimes in the ice biomes where the liquids come from. I'm wondering if it's this guy, but who knows, man. Okay, so now I got this going, so I should have a little better of gas exchange rate here between the carbon dioxide. So it will start to slowly flow and drift and settle where it's supposed to go. Let's see what we got going on here. Alright, perfect. Perfect. Man, there's a lot of Weezeworts in there. Holy goodness. I don't even know what to do with all the Weezeworts we have. We have so many Weezeworts already. We don't really need them. It's kind of crazy, actually, like, to feel that way. Okay. That's abyssalite. We want to be careful with that. But we can definitely take this out, and that'll be okay. Yep, space exposure. We definitely don't want that right now. We want to make sure we are at least able to start making steel, and I in order to do that, I need to get this research done. So, please. And then I have somebody that I'm intending to get ready and prepared for us to be going to space arenas. I do in fact have somebody that's ready to go down the route of space. So this will be my first time getting really and digging into the space biome, but I do know that I'm going to need steel in a lot of it, so I'm not trying to rush it more than I need to. I want to make sure that we're ready when the time comes for space. And now my glossy Draco farms are really starting to pump out some plastic. We have a bunch of glossy Dracos, so that's pretty cool. 2 critters in there, 7, 8. So I have 17 glossy Dracos and 7 eggs for them right now. So it's not a bad deal. We're doing pretty solid there. Pretty solid. Where is the space base over there? I don't see it. It's okay. What I need is just not available to me right just yet. We need to finish the research. Alright, how are we doing on liquids? We're good. I just have so much. I'm just gonna undo these for now, and then I'm going to kill the lights here. Save a little bit of power. Not that it's a big problem, but I don't need to keep the bristleberries planted right now because I don't need them. There's no need for me to keep feeding them when I don't need to have them the food right now. I don't need the food, so I just have so much damn mushroom, which is fine. Mushroom's easy for us to take care of right now. We have a ton of slime. Oh, look at that. There is the space base. But I wonder if it was 2. Let's slow this down. I know. I wonder if doing something like this is even wise. Just trying to get us out there. And then, because I'm going to start losing gas. It's just going to start sucking gas from us, if I'm not mistaken. So, Stinky's all mastered up. Okay. Because if not mistaken, and I hope that I'm not totally wrong, if I can do that, I can put wallpaper down, but do we even have wallpaper? No. Okay. I do. Drywall prevents gas and liquid loss in space. So where is it? What's that under? Am I just not seeing it? Okay. Oh, utility. Okay, cool. So we'll just plan to do this whole thing right here. Try to drywall this whole thing in. And I'll plan to go further with that, but for now I'm just gonna seal that off to see if I can't kind of have a plan here. This way we're not gonna lose everything. What's that? It's a utility, huh? let's just do that. Perfect. And we'll get our jetpacks researched. Is that a decor thing too? I don't think so. No, it's literally only to stop the leaking of gas, which we're probably going to have here. So I don't mind it sucking out some of the polluted oxygen. But here we go. We're finally in space, everybody. We are finally in space. Super cool. So we're going to try to keep building a little bit like this as we go along until we can get here into this zone right here. We're going to go for... Probably going to get tore up from the floor up. Utility, so drywall. We're just going to... Wherever we're trying to go in space, I guess we'll just try to keep it drywalled. And then if I do this ladder here, that should work. I don't need that one, but I definitely need it to be drywall. Okay, so I haven't really messed a whole lot with this biome, I'll be honest. New to the space biome, so this should be pretty fun for all of us as we check this out. So the drywall works pretty good. I don't know if it's necessary for me to do all of this like this, but hey, for the time being, man, taking what I can get. I'm trying to get us up here. Oh, iron just rains from the sky. Look at that. Pretty neat. Oh, dude, super cool. Okay. And we're going to be into the space base, so pretty neat, man. This will definitely be a first for me. I've never been up here. Kind of cool to check this room out, kind of dig it out, and just kind of restore it. Maybe we can start moving some of our dupes up this way. Now that we've got so much plastic, we might go back and tinker with some automation and stuff and check that out. But in the meantime, guys, you can see where we're going. I'm going to try to get this all finished up, and then we will start looking at steel and how do I discover steel? I should be able to discover steel somehow, or is that something I have to research? Steel has yet to be discovered. Is that definitely something that I'm going to have to research from somewhere? Maps, star map destinations, and produces interstellar research. Yeah, conducts data and research modules. Must possess the planetarium researching trait. I'm assuming. Yeah, I mean, I have somebody that can do that. Huh. Hey, if you guys know how I quote unquote discover steel, drop me that note in the comments, dudes. Be sure to like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed the video. Pretty soon I do have a challenge I want to do with you guys. It is the Insane Super Dupe Death Camp Challenge. Make sure you guys join us up in Discord. Come give me your ideas. Let me know what you guys think. And I really do appreciate you guys' time. And I will see you all hopefully within a couple days here for the update on what's going on with the space base, and then maybe will be close to figuring out how I haven't discovered steel yet and how I get all that taken care of. And I will catch you all next video. Take it easy, friends, and you all have an amazing day.